amigos. I'm a little under the weather, as you might be able to tell in my voice. Without going into any detail, you know, it's just things have been what they've been, which is why I've been way behind. But anyway, I've done a lot here in the garage as far as the Ironhead goes. As you can see, check it out. I got a longer front end put on it. I got to messing around with it, and you know, just because I was bored, and I was able to, out of several, not several, but 3 other front ends, to be able to put these 6-over tubes on there, which was actually the original tubes. They came on the Ironhead before it turned into this, but I couldn't use the tubes on the existing lowers. I mean, the sliders, that is, whatever you call those things. And that's because a difference between 84 and 85 versus mid 70s up to late 70s, which I found out that the front end that I have on there, or that I started off when I built the thing, it's an 84 to 85, and so they weren't compatible with anything earlier than that, due to the innards, you know, the dampeners and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I was able to put those 6-over tubes on those lowers, which actually are the original lower sliders for the shovel head when I first brought that home. Because some of you who don't know the shovel head, this bike right here, it had a narrow glide front end on it, and it wasn't long after I brought that bike home that I wanted to do something with it, because it had the narrow glide front end with those bars right there. At the time being, I found that front end, that wide glide front end, for a good deal, and I put that on there and made this front end flow a lot better. But anyway, I took the original sliders again, which are the shovel head sliders that went on the original shovel head front end. And when I did that, I couldn't use the brake system that I had on the other front end. So this is actually the front wheel that came on the shovel head with the dual discs. And I had a dual disc system already. See? Oh, and if you happen to notice, I cleaned up the bars. There's no patina on there. I took a wire wheel to them and just got some nice shiny metal look to it now. Which one day I hope to take these bars down to a powder coat shop somewhere near me and put a clear on it, because I found earlier on when I was building the Tramp that you can't put regular clear paint or clear coating on bare metal. It's because it's meant to protect paint, not necessarily metal, from rusting, because that's the paint's job. So if I can get a clear powder coat on there, that would be nice. But right now, after I cleaned it up, I just put some turtle wax on it to kind of like prolong the oxidation from coming back. And what have I been doing with the Tramp lately? I've been wanting to make the Tramp a more rideable bike for me, and I got a different seat on there. See, that's not the original seat. I found this seat on eBay. This is the original seat, this Lepera Signature 2 series. That seat compared to that seat right there, that Lepera seat feels like I'm sitting on a brick. But I really like how that seat feels. I mean, it's cushy. I sit down in the bike more. But then again, I don't know if I'm going to use it. I first wanted to see if it would fit on the Ironhead, but because of how the frame is on it, the seat won't sit perfectly on the frame. So I guess as far as this bike is concerned, with this frame, it's going to have a spring seat no matter what. Anyway, I would take it for a ride right now and show you guys, but right now I'm sick, and it's not a good idea right now. Well, the heck with being sick. It's actually a few days later, and I decided I'm just going to ride this thing anyway. And to check out how it does with the 22 tooth sprocket down below on the front. And I already noticed a difference. It's not much of a difference, but I do feel a difference. Oh yeah, my speedometer cable came in too. I'm doing a reasonable speed at the moment, because I don't want to do like 60, 70 down this little 2-lane residential road. So let's see how it does on the highway. That is, if nobody's in front of me, you know. Well, we got cars in front of me. Oh well. Maybe they'll do the speed limit. Which it seems like there's a lot of people who don't like to do the speed limit on this road. They like to go under, like 5 or 10 under. And right now, the speedometer says I'm doing 40, and I'm in 3rd gear, which ain't bad. Now we're in 4th gear, and it's lugging at 40. I can't believe I got a hot rod in front. Oh wait, he's turning. Okay, good deal.
right, this is 60 miles an hour. Feels like it can go faster. I mean, not too much faster. I mean, what difference can one tooth make? You know what I mean? So this is about 65, and there goes the deputy. And I'm... Okay, he's not interested. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it. Seems to be doing very well with how the timing is set and the correct jets in the carburetor. Did I tell you that already? Yeah, so I'm running a 31 idle jet in the carburetor and a 64 main jet. And now it's not wanting to misfire or foul plugs or anything like that. In fact, it's running pretty well. I'm satisfied with it. I guess going 23 teeth would have been a bit much. I tried a 23 tooth, and when it all got said and done, it left me about this much of adjustment left once I got the chain where I needed to get all the slack out of it. So this feels satisfactory to me for this little bike. Also, some people have been wondering, yes, next month we do plan to go down to Forgotten Angels again. It's going to be different this time. Ooh, what's that noise? Okay, good thing it wasn't the kickstand. Oh, and by the way, the reason why I looked to see if it was the kickstand is because, as you guys saw in my community, how I talked about how crashing sucks. Yeah, I crashed on this bike right here. It didn't hurt anything except for the mirror, so hence the new mirror. Anyway, what happened is that the kickstand popped out. The spring is backwards on this thing as far as where it's positioned. It's just how the frame is made. So the kickstand popped out just before a left-hand curve, and everybody knows that rides a bike, you have to lean, and I couldn't lean, so I grabbed a handful of brakes, which thank God this thing doesn't lock up brakes very easily, and I had to choose the lesser of all evils: the ditch with a steel culvert, the bushes, or a pole. So I chose the bushes, so I went down in the bushes. So since then I have modified the kickstand so it won't do that again, so it'll go further up underneath the frame, because it used to just ride next to the frame. Well, apparently I hit a bump hard enough on a bridge and it popped the kickstand out, so that's not going to happen anymore. But yeah, we're going down to Forgotten Angels again in March. It's different in the sense that I've talked to David and I've talked to Josh, and it's not free anymore. So some of you who plan on going again and don't know about it, it's $100 a head. $100 helps support with the drinks, the food, and the camping and whatever else. The reason why they're charging is, well, a lot of people have showed up the last couple times and the camp out has grown significantly. And so the food and drinks had pretty much surpassed their budget, you know what I mean? So it helps to do with that, and it also helps to keep the riffraff out. And I'll catch you guys back in a second. Okay, so anyway, it also helps to curve the, well, basically the people showing up that don't really care about the purpose of the event, basically to keep the riffraff out, because they had a situation last time. I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, this time people who do show up would actually care about what the event is about, and, you know, care about seeing one another, because, you know, it's a necessary evil. You know, I didn't like it at first, but I knew it was going to come to that if they kept doing it. So basically, the admission is $100 a head. You can go online, you can buy a ticket, you can buy 100 tickets. You can go on Shade Tree Surgeon's channel and look at any of his latest videos, and down in the comments section, on the pinned comments, you can click on the link that he puts down there and buy the raffle tickets that he's giving away. Right now, if this video doesn't get uploaded before this raffle takes place, they're giving away, I think it's a 1980 or an 81 shovelhead touring bike. So it's a really nice bike, and it's all original too. Anyway, just go and click on that link and check it out. You can do that, or you can buy $100 worth of raffle tickets, because they're going to have more than one raffle there. They're going to be raffling off some motorcycles, I think. Ooh, let me get ahead of these guys. Or you can pay when you get there. But yeah, so be fair, I went ahead and bought $100 of raffle tickets. I don't really care about winning. It just goes to a good cause for what they're doing to help the kids who age outside of the foster care system, you know, basically become homeless. And so these guys, in case you don't know about them, they take these kids in off the street. They give them a skill, they give them a place to live, they get jobs, they learn the life skills that they didn't learn as they were growing up. So, oh wow, check this out. This old antique piece of machinery right here just caught up. Oh, I thought I was catching up with somebody. Turns out he was turning in here. Okay, anyway, but it goes to help these kids so they learn how to live in this big bad world. So that's what we're doing next week. I mean, not next week, next month. So anyhow, well, it looks like the nice sweet spot since this sprocket change on this motorcycle is about 65. It was 55. I didn't realize one tooth would make that big of a difference. Huh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I can really dig it. Maybe one day I can do a trip on this bike. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you other than thanks for watching me rant in the garage and taking this ride with me. Until then, you guys keep the rubber side down and you be good to yourselves. And thanks a lot.